Welcome back, guys. I'm here with Fern. We're about to take on Team Meteor. They're actually a lot harder than I expected. They have a level 20 Magmar and an Electabuzz, so they're very fast and very strong. I, it took me a while to beat them, but I finally found the optimal strategy. You're gonna need to capture an Ekans and make sure she has Intimidate. You don't need to level her up though. And also you're gonna need some way to reduce their special attack. I'm using Cricket Tune from the last fight. You should capture him if you haven't done yet. He's gonna be very useful for the plant gym. You're gonna be spamming this move. Alright then, let's do it. While I was looking for other strategies, I did beat them a few times, so you can get lucky. But don't really count on it. At least this strategy works pretty much every time. Gotta get through with this dialogue. Okay, we're gonna start off with Ekans just to reduce their attack. If we don't reduce their attack, they're gonna one-shot all of our Pokemons. We don't want that. Next, we're gonna switch to a exposable Pokemon, preferably one that can survive more than one hit, because they tend to focus on it. Unfortunately, he is very squishy and died for a single hit. Looks like Fern actually did something useful. Paralyze the Magmar. He rarely does that, so don't count on it. You bring back the Ekans. Now we can let her die. She did her job already. You can see the effects of the Intimidate. She actually survived the Fire Punch. Now she's down. Now we get our Mr. Bugster to reduce their special attack. Just have to watch out not to get hit by Ember by Magma. They don't like to hit Quick Tune for some reason, so you always have a chance to use a Struggle Bug or two. You only need 2 Struggle Bugs, should be enough for your Pokemon to last 3 or 4 hits. Now you can just use an offensive move. That was a rather unusual move. They don't use potion unless they're under 25%. Now you can just switch to a starter or any other Pokemon to finish up the rest. Yeah, spamming potion out of it. Fury Swipes does a lot more damage with Meow, but it's kind of unreliable. I really wanted to guarantee the kill. Magmar is good as dead now. I have a lot of Pokemon including Wingu and he's paralyzed. that's that. Unfortunately, now we're off to the electric gym, and we don't have any super effective Pokemons, so it's gonna be quite tough. And we don't have any way to paralyze her really fast Pokemons like Electrode, since they're immune to all kinds of paralyze. You're just gonna have to somehow beat them with quick attack or just tank their hits and finish them off. We'll be seeing Fern again. He's gonna be our next rival. Meanwhile, the green-haired girl is a gym leader. We're gonna be facing her soon. We're off to the electric gym now. There's gonna be a few other places to get the XP in the electric gym. It's also the last place to get decent experience points, so use it wisely. Okay, so I leveled up my Zigzagoon, and I got Mud Sport with him, which is supposed to be very useful in this gym. Except that it's not. So instead I leveled up Blisso to get a fire move that he learns at level 18, I think. If you have a fire starter, you can just use him. Otherwise you can just use Blisso to take down her Magnemite, which is a very tough to kill Pokemon. Anyway, Mud Sport was supposed to break down her electric field, which powers up all of her attack moves, but for some reason it's bugged or it's not working. So I just let the Blisso carry me through the gym. He does an excellent job against most of her Pokemons. We started off with Trubbish. He's complete garbage, but at least he learns Toxic Spikes very early on. Toxic Spikes are gonna be very useful to deal with her other Pokemon. She has a few tankish Pokemon around. Yeah, you can see how sturdy Magnemite is. Just try taking him out without fire move. The next Pokemon is Molga, which has Acrobatics, which hits like a truck. She can one-shot pretty much most Pokemon at this stage. I use my Linoon just to send attacker, since he's not very useful anywhere else. Linoon is surprisingly robust compared to Zigzagoon. Finally, we move on to our Rattata, which I evolved him. And he hits like a truck. He had a chance to miss, unfortunately, so I needed to get a little bit lucky with him. Now all of her new Pokemon are now vulnerable to poison. I can just stall her and let the poison do its job. I was thinking about switching him, because I know he explodes. The explosion is actually an electric type, so you can just switch to an electric Pokemon to absorb it. I thought I could maybe score a critical hit and kill him. Oh well, there goes Hamtaro. Shincho is also immune to electricity. And she's rather bulky. I heard he has a Violite. But you can just let the poison do all the damage on him. He can't really touch Blizzle. Just gonna stall him and let the poison kill him. Her Helio Disc has Rain Dance, and he gets healed by rain. He's also her other bulky Pokemon. It's gonna be a pretty long battle since I'm just stalling and let the Toxic do its job. I haven't found out what his hidden power type is. Seems to do normal damage against normal type Pokemon as well. I would guess it's grass, maybe, to deal with Mudkip. If you have a Mudkip, he can just blast through this entire gym. Yeah, super critical hit. I actually thought he was gonna switch here. The AI likes to switch when he's near death with poison. There's no way to outspeed that Electrode. You just gotta tank his head and hopefully kill him. In my case, I just switched to Blizzle and let him stall out till the poison kills him. I'm surprised she didn't use her potions much. I think she only used one potion. She has like 3 or 4 of them. I think the AI doesn't heal the Pokemon's poison. Just a hunch. That's that. We finally move on to the next gym, which is the Grass Gym. We're gonna be catching some new Pokemons on the way. Gonna get some flying types now. Hopefully a Psychic type. See you guys then.